Why are Kamaru Usman and Belal Muhammad not scheduled to fight? That is my question. I looked at the rankings in the welterweight, the top 10, and pretty much everybody, for the most part, is booked to fight or is injured or has different plans. Um, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, Belal Muhammad and Kamaru Usman, come on, guys. Why is nobody even talking about this? It's an ideal matchup in my opinion. Stylistically, their records, everything. Sure, I mean Kamaru Usman lost 2 fights now in a row. He lost his belt, but Kamaru Usman is one of the best welterweights of all time. If Belal Muhammad wants to pursue that belt, if he wants to stay busy, stay active, get to the final step, he has to fight him. That's the only logical fight that makes sense at this moment in time. In all fairness, Belal Muhammad back in April proposed the idea. He actually said, you know what? Since Dana White and the organization said I'm not next in line to fight, it's going to be obviously Colby versus Leon Edwards. I might as well fight Kamaru Usman because he already back then said Kamaru is not fighting Khamzat. It's like he knew. Yeah, that was all the talk. Kamaru Usman versus Chimaev, and that never happened. Why? Well, because it turns out that Kamaru Usman was a willing opponent for Chimaev, but at 170 pounds. It seems like Khamzat gave up on the welterweight altogether. He first started with the aspiration of being a champion, a triple champ, pretty much, right? He said he's going to be a welterweight, middleweight, and a light heavyweight champion. But it turns out he cannot make weight for 170. And it's obvious, right? He missed weight when it really mattered. So now Kamaru doesn't have a fight. Belal Muhammad doesn't have a fight. The only thing we're waiting on is for Leon Edwards and Colby to be booked. Maybe that's the holdup. Maybe that's the whole holdup right now. Why is that fight not being booked? Now, I thought about it. I didn't come to any conclusion. However, I saw the interview of Jorge Masvidal, and he brought up a good point. They had that incident in Miami. There was felony charges, so supposedly Colby is claiming he has brain damage, and if he claims he has brain damage, legally he's unable to fight. So that might be a problem, but I'm sure they will figure it out one way or the other. But if they book Leon and Colby, I see no reason why Kamaru shouldn't be facing Belal Muhammad as the top contender match. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I looked at the rest of the rankings, and pretty much everybody has a fight. We got Vicente Luque booked. We have Kelvin Gastelum, his introduction to the welterweight division. He's going to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov. That's a tough fight, and kudos to Gastelum for taking up that challenge. I'm really excited to see that. Rafael dos Anjos, he's going to be fighting Vicente Luque. Sean Brady was supposed to fight Madalena, but he's injured. So, and then we have now Kevin Holland, who says he'd rather be at 185. He doesn't want to cut the weight anymore, and that's fine. And we have the lone wolf now, Stephen Thompson. Unfortunately, he has no fight booked, and in this whole scenario, it doesn't seem like he's going to get booked unless he fights an unranked guy. I don't see who will be able to fight him. Kevin Holland could make a fast turnaround, but they already fought recently. It doesn't make sense. Belal Muhammad could fight Stephen Thompson. We don't want to see that. I mean, that fight already happened. Well, not that recent, but not that long ago either. Kamaru Usman expressed before that he would like to fight Stephen Thompson, but I feel like that's an easy way out for him. I think a much bigger challenge, and if he wants to get back to the title conversation, would be beating Belal Muhammad, in all fairness. I mean, if Kamaru Usman decides, like, okay, talks to the UFC and like, okay, I'm going to step up and fight Stephen Thompson, I don't think that will bring anything for him. I don't think it will do anything for him, really. So yeah, I would like people to talk more about it. I think it's a great matchup stylistically. Belal Muhammad versus Kamaru Usman. Come on, guys, let's see it. Let's make it happen. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one.